Finally, it is here. Autumn. Some may argue a landscape photographer's favourite season for its rich, vibrant colours, but it's up to us as landscape photographers to make the most out of it, take advantage of it. Very tempting to just whip out my telephoto lens and get a nice shot of the reflection there. Don't get me wrong, it's a lovely scene, nice tranquil, calm waters currently here at Derwent Water. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to focus on the more intimate landscape for this little morning session. Once I've done that, I'm then going to head up to Borrowdale and explore that area as well. Really was a beautiful, tranquil scene. Derwent Water. Good to just stop by, take it all in, just relax for a moment. Composition wise, nothing really stood out apart from the obvious reflections. There looks to be lots of potential, lots of silver birch against a lovely bronze background. It's up to me now to take my time and come up with something that works. So what caught my eye in this scene, first of all, was the contrast in the colours between the bark and the silver birch against the bronze of the bracken. Second stage in building this composition was to find separation between the trunks of the silver birch in the background. Stage 3 was to use the bracken and its lovely curves, angles as a foreground interest, and just trying to compose it that it works. It's very hard. It's beautiful as bracken, especially this time of year with its lovely textures. And it's all about leading the eye. So it's nice curves, and then it leads on to some verticals and the odd angled silver birch in the background as well. Simple, just simple composition. I think it works. So even though the sun is at a fairly low angle, it's still creating too much contrast for me to get a decent shot. It's just not working for me. I tried something similar to the previous composition using the ferns, bracken in the foreground and the shapely, contrasty silver birch in the background. Too much contrast though. The sun is illuminating the bracken and the background is too dark. Just couldn't quite get it to work, couldn't quite find the right angles as well. It's a wonderful little place. I've said this before, but lovely in fog, bit of mist. Anyway, time to move on. Next destination. So the day won't be the same, would it, without a hike? And for this session I'm heading towards Glaramara, which is a fair over 700 metres, just below 800 metres, and is in the southern region of the Lake District, which is my next conquest. I'm hoping to bag all the southern fells no later than early next year. Anyway, weather, I was hoping today was going to be cloudy all day with a hint of rain to bring out the saturation of the autumnal foliage, but it wasn't meant to be. But things are looking up, it is clouding over, and of course the higher you get, we'll get some nice shots looking down, see what we can find. Let me just get hold of you. Let's have a seat. I'm not getting any younger, and this is not getting any easier. On my back is a heavy backpack. It's a low pro Whistler in itself is quite a heavy backpack. In that is a Canon 5D Mark III, Canon 16-35 L lens, a Canon 70-200 L lens, and a couple of tripods as well. It weighs an absolute ton, to be honest. But what I'm thinking of doing is, for the longer or harder hikes where there's quite a harsh ascent, such as this one, what I'm going to do, I'm going to think about taking my backpack. So I've got another non-photography backpack, and it's got a hydration bladder in that. The biggest weight saver, however, would be to leave my Canon 5D behind and just use the Canon M50 as a still camera. It's something I'm not really experimented, and I should do or use this camera is for the video. Obviously it's much lighter, mirrorless. I have got the adapter as well, so I could still use the Canon EF lenses if I choose, but that's what I'm thinking about, because if you follow my vlogs you will know that I am currently on a mission to bag all the 214 Wainwrights. I've got about 60 to go, and I want to do them by the end of next year. So to make life easier for me, I'm going to think about reducing the weight on those longer or harder hikes, and there's quite some hefty ones still to go. I've still got Scar Fell, which is the second highest. So yeah, I know I look young, I know that, but I don't feel as young as what I used to do. So it wouldn't be a James R. Burns vlog if the weather didn't take a turn for the worst. That's exactly what it has done. It has, however, calmed down slightly. I'm getting higher, but I haven't yet reached my destination of Glaramara. It's about a kilometre away. I've got about 2 hours left of daylight. It probably means I'm going to return in darkness, which is not ideal. However, I looked behind me and this lovely scene developing. Telephoto is on. This is all about shapes of the fells, using the diagonals and the nice atmosphere as well, the nice moody clouds, creating a little bit of contrast and some depth as well. I had to take advantage of this. I'm not sure what I'm going to find, especially up there, I don't know. The clouds, yeah, quite low, so once I reach there I might not have any visibility, and if so, very minimal. Autumnal feeling is gone, there's no bracken here, it's just dead grass. So yeah, I'm going to have to hurry up, get to the top, my destination, and then back as soon as. So I've made it to the top of Glaramara. It wasn't easy as well. I had to take my walking paws off and put them on my backpack because I had to do a bit of a scramble there. Wet, quite precarious, but I've made it. My next goal is to reach it back down safely, because there's literally about an hour's worth of sunlight. The views are, let's say, minimal. It's like pea soup up here, but it's so eerie and tranquil. Just feel all at one. Anyway, less of that. I'm gonna have a coffee, head back down. If there's a shot to grab, I will grab it, because the sun is setting and who knows what it will bring. Who knows? So I've made it. I made it within reach of my car, still within daylight. It's not dark anyway. I've fallen down 3 times, slipped on the very dangerous, precarious rocks because the wet, and my legs are jiggered. Done too much again, really, with a heavy backpack. I need to think of an alternative. No final photograph from me, unfortunately. The light is just gone. Can't believe another light though. There's basically nothing that I can find in terms of composition, and I'm not going to rush around. Good day all round though. Yeah, back to my car. Anyway, keep smiling. Till next time, bye bye for now.